各位记者朋友，大家下午好。
Good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference. Now the floor is open to questions.
现发言人总台央视记者提问。据报道，朝鲜最高人民会议常任委员
CCTV. It's reported that former chairman of the DPRK Standing Committee of the Supreme People's Assembly, Kim Jong-nam, passed away at 97 due to illness on November 3rd, was China's comment. Kim Jong-nam, former chairman of the DPRK Standing Committee of the Supreme People's Assembly, is an old friend of the Chinese people. He led delegations to China more than once and made important contributions to the traditional friendly and cooperative ties between the two countries. China expresses deep condolences to his passing and extends heartfelt sympathies to his family. Next one, please.
您好，新华社记者提问。
Xinhua News Agency is reported on the morning of November 3rd, Beijing time, a 6.3 magnitude earthquake hit the province of Bak in northern Afghanistan, killing at least 24 people and injuring more than 640, was China's comment. China is closely watching the disaster. China deeply mourns for the lives lost. Our thoughts are with the bereaved families and the injured. We believe that under the leadership of the Afghan government, the Afghan people will recover and rebuild from the disaster. China will provide help in light of Afghanistan's needs. Next one, please.
你好，AFE社记者提问。
AFE. The United Nations recently adopted a resolution on the Western Sahara question, and China abstained from the vote. How does China view the current situation in Western Sahara? What aspects of this resolution does China believe can be improved? The Chinese representative elaborated on China's position in the explanation of vote on the draft resolution. Let me reiterate that China supports the extension of the mandate of the UN mission for the referendum in Western Sahara. That said, it's a regret that the resolution failed to adequately take on board the concerns of all parties and reflect all initiatives in an objective way. China has to abstain from the vote. On the question of Western Sahara, China believes that a political solution is the fundamental way out, with the UN as the main channel, the UN Security Council resolutions as the important foundation, and dialogue and negotiations the right approach. China hopes that relevant parties will hold equal-footed consultations and reach a just and lasting political solution accepted by all parties. Next one, please.
谢谢发言人，总台中国之声。
CNR, it's reported that U.S. President Donald Trump said he named Nigeria a country of particular concern because Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Nigeria's Ministry of Foreign Affairs in a statement said that the allegations do not reflect the true situation and that the Nigerian government has the resolve to tackle the violent extremism, defend all citizens, respect faith tolerance, diversity and inclusion, and the rules-based international order. Trump said the U.S. will immediately cut off all assistance to Nigeria if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians and will very likely launch military operations, was China's comment. As Nigeria's comprehensive strategic partner, China firmly supports the Nigerian government in leading its people on the development path suited to its national conditions. China firmly opposes any country using religion and human rights as an excuse to interfere in other countries' internal affairs and threatening other countries with sanctions and force.
A question from AFP. A university in the UK has been accused of halting human rights research after pressure from China. This included threats from the Chinese security services and a block apparently on the university's website in China. The UK government also said that its ministers had raised the issue with the Chinese government. Does the Foreign Ministry have any comment? Thank you.
首先呢，你提到的有关个人是。
The individual you said is a link in anti-China supply chain. She himself admitted that her research was funded by relevant countries or even the security agencies of relevant countries. Such activities are aimed at creating rumors and for selfish gains. Next one, please.
谢谢。
AFA. It's reported that Venezuela, under the leadership of President Maduro, is seeking missiles, drones, and other military equipment from China, Russia, and Iran to prevent possible attacks by the US. What's China's comment?
China has a clear-cut stance on the U.S. cracking down on so-called drug cartels by force in the Caribbean Sea. China supports the efforts of combating cross-border crimes through stronger international cooperation and opposes using or threatening to use force in international relations. We stand against moves that undermine peace and stability in the LAC region and oppose unilateral and excessive enforcement operations against other countries' vessels. We hope the U.S. will engage in normal law enforcement and judicial cooperation through bilateral and multilateral legal frameworks. The normal exchanges and cooperation between China and Venezuela is the cooperation between two sovereign states, which does not target any third party and is not subject to disruption or influence from any third party. Next one, please.